Liberal flight attendant kicks Karoline Leavitt out of business class. Tension soars at 30,000 feet. An unexpected encounter on the plane. The flight to Washington was supposed to be just another trip for Karoline Leavitt. Seated by the window in business class, she had her eyes closed, trying to relax. But things took an unexpected turn when liberal activist flight attendant Daniel spotted her. Holding his tablet tightly, Daniel walked towards the Caroline seat with a smug smirk. "Oh, what a surprise. I shouldn't be shocked to see you here. Conservative elites always take the front row." Caroline opened her eyes and looked up, unfazed. "What's truly surprising is that instead of doing your job, you're judging passengers based on their political beliefs." Daniel chuckled. "Oh, we offer a little extra service for Trump supporters." Caroline sat up straighter. "Extra service? Or just another form of liberal discrimination?" Daniel tapped on his tablet as if making an official adjustment and nodded. "I see a little issue here. Looks like your ticket was actually booked for economy class." Caroline raised an eyebrow. "Interesting. My ticket was clearly reserved for business class. And you know that." Daniel leaned in with fake politeness. "Well, sometimes seats get reassigned based on certain political values." Tension rises. Caroline let out a short laugh. "Are you kidding? So now conservatives aren't even allowed to sit in business class?" Daniel adjusted his flight attendant vest, speaking with a mocking tone. "No, I just don't think people who support corporations, billionaires, and the destruction of the environment belong here." Caroline narrowed her eyes. "Fascinating. While Biden's administration is inflating the economy by 40%, making it impossible for the average American to afford groceries, you call that fighting for the people?" Daniel lifted his hand sarcastically. "Oh yes, of course. Republicans are the saviors of the country. Funny how they always seem to live in private jets and multi-million-dollar mansions." Caroline smirked, resting her hand on the armrest. "You mean like the Democrat elites? The ones who claim to fight for the working class but attend 30,000 per plate galas in designer dresses?" A few passengers were now paying close attention to the exchange. Some even reached for their phones, sensing a viral moment. Daniel leaned closer. "I guess in your world, big people don't belong in small places, huh? You look down on the common folk." Caroline shook her head. "No, I believe in empowering the common folk with big ideas. But you believe in silencing anyone who doesn't fit your ideology." Tension at 30,000 feet. Daniel sighed deeply. "I'm sorry, but there's a seat waiting for you in economy class." Passengers in business class were now whispering, clearly intrigued by the heated argument. One man seated nearby leaned forward, watching intently. A voice from the back chimed in, "This is totally political. If she wasn't a conservative, this wouldn't be happening." Another passenger added, "This needs to go viral." Caroline turned to Daniel with a confident smile. "Oh, it already will." Daniel blinked. "What do you mean?" Caroline reached for her phone and stood up and looked straight into his eyes. "Ever heard of social media? I've been live streaming this whole time." Passengers grabbed their phones, checking their screens. There it was, a live stream titled, "Liberal Double Standards in Business Class." Daniel's face turned pale. Caroline continued, speaking directly to the camera. "Here's the reality in America. If you're a conservative, you can't even sit in a seat you paid for." Passengers murmured, some nodding in agreement. Someone shouted from the back, "Don't move! We've got your back!" Daniel ran a hand through his hair, realizing he had lost this battle. Caroline smirked and delivered her final words. "You can kick me out of business class, but you can't silence my voice."